I will entertain a motion to approve the agenda for tonight's meeting.
Motion that.
Pardon me?
I'll motion that.
Okay, thanks, Bill. Seconder? Okay, Robert, I think your hand was up first. All in favor? Carried. Okay. Anyone have a disclosure of pecuniary interest and general nature thereof this evening? Seeing none, we'll ask for a motion to adopt the minute, signing of minutes as circulated. Do we have a mover?
I have one
Robert?
question.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, I have one question on the minutes from the last meeting.
Yes, Robert.
On page 2, discussion regarding the closed ward drain, noting that the 15-meter setback would not be required. I believe the discussion that Mr. Podnowitz and myself had was that any in-ground tank any drains around or near a tank within 15 meters would have to be relocated. I'd ask for the chief building official to comment, please.
Yeah, I recall that conversation, Bob. Yeah, and we did talk about basically the same principle as your field tiles in fields. When you put a newer storage tank in, they have to be relocated within 15 meters.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so clarification on that discussion is that the 15-meter setback to any tile located around the tank would be required.
Is that correct, Ed?
That's correct, yes.
Okay.
I'll amend the minutes. So if you want to approve the minutes as amended.
I'll make that motion.
Okay. Do we have a seconder for that amended motion? Brad, thank you. So it moved by Bill, seconded by Brad, that the minutes of the May 25th, 2021 meeting be adopted as amended and earlier distributed and be signed by the chair and secretary. All in favor? Carried. Any other business arising from those minutes? Seeing none. Statement of precedent, any decision reached by this committee tonight cannot be used to set a precedent. Okay, moving on to new business. The following public hearings are to be considered applications for minor variance as follows. Application for minor variance A9 2021 is submitted by Henry Fry on behalf of Euro Custom Homes affecting property described as Lot 31, Plan 440M 72, known as 705 Hollinger Avenue, Listowel. The purpose of these hearings is to give the committee and the public an opportunity to hear all the interested persons with respect to the proposed applications and receive their input, and for the committee to make a decision on the application. All persons attending this hearing will be given an opportunity to be heard or make a presentation. Committee members may ask questions for the purposes of clarifying the application, but are asked to withhold comments on the application until all present have been given an opportunity to be heard. Any person present who wishes to receive written notice of the decision made by the Committee of Adjustment is asked to give their name and mailing address to the Secretary Treasurer at this time. An appeal to the local planning appeal tribunal Objection to the decision made at this hearing may be filed with the Secretary Treasurer not later than July the 12th, 2021. No written notice, except as previously noted, will be given unless requested at this time. Do we have Mr. Fry with us?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, yeah, I only on the phone. My internet seems to be down. I couldn't get in. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you very much. Would you have anything to add to your Henry?
The application is to relieve the side yards on the street flankage from 6 meters down to 4.5 to accommodate a 2,500 square foot 2-story with a double car garage.
Okay, thanks. Okay, I'll now call on Sean, the planner, to present the planning board recommendations.
Thank you, and good evening, committee members. The applicant has applied for a minor variance to request relief from the North Perth zoning bylaw provisions to reduce the exterior side yard setback from 6 meters or 20 feet to 4.5 meters or 15 feet. If approved, the subject property will be permitted to support a proposed 2-story single-family dwelling and accessory uses. The application submitted by Euro Custom Homes Incorporated does not include a justification report. However, the applicant has noted on the application form that the request is minor in nature and that the lot is a corner lot. The applicant has also provided that the proposed relief would allow a 2-story residential home with a double car garage on the property. The subject property is a rectangular shaped corner lot with 20 meters or 60 feet of public road frontage along Hollinger Crescent and 32 meters along Kiso Lane. The property is approximately 640 square meters or 6,900 square feet. The property is identified as lot 31 of Plan 44M72, and it is a vacant lot. The subject property is within the residential designation and within the residential 4 zone. This designation and zone permit various types of residential uses, including the single detached dwellings as proposed. Now, when reviewing an application for a minor variance, the committee must ensure that all 4 requirements specified under Section 45(1) of the Planning Act are satisfied. This includes that the minor variance meets the intent of the official plan, that it meets the intent of the zoning bylaw, that it is minor in nature, and that it is a desirable form of development. Staff feel that the application submitted did not demonstrate how the relief requested meets the 4 requirements needed to be considered a minor variance. The application form, however, notes that the proposal is minor in nature, but does not expand further to this regard. It is unclear to staff why a variance to the normal provisions of the North Perth zoning bylaw that is normally required for this property, why it cannot be met. Staff is of the opinion that the property has ample frontage and is of sufficient size to accommodate a single detached dwelling without relief from the normal zoning provisions. Based on the application submitted by the proponent, it is the opinion of staff that these 4 requirements have not been satisfied. The R4 zone requires corner lots to have a minimum frontage of 16.7 meters and a minimum lot area of 510 square meters. The subject property has 20 meters of frontage and a lot area of 640 square meters. Staff is of the opinion that the rectangular shaped lot has no constraints that would require the development to deflect from the standard zoning requirements without the appropriate justification. As such, it is the staff's recommendation that the committee not approve the application for a minor variance. Thank you.
Thanks, Sean. Is there anyone present who wishes to make a presentation or speak in opposition of the application? And I request that they give their name and address for the record when they are recognized. Seeing none. Is there anyone present who wishes to make a presentation or speak in support of the application other than the applicant? And I request that they give their name and address for the record when they are recognized. Does the applicant have any further comments in respect to the application?
Well, it would it wouldn't allow me to build a 2,500 square foot house as I had intended to do on this property because of the width of the garage would need to be reduced and therefore wouldn't be feasible for a 2,500 square foot with narrow garage. I do not see the impact. The visual triangle, all of that is intact, so I do not see any impact it would have on the neighborhood of any sort.
Okay, are there any questions from the committee members?
I have one, Mr. Chairman. What is
Go ahead,
the,
Rob.
what is the minimum lot coverage allowed in the R4 zone for a single detached?
Sorry, just wanted to double check. It's 50%.
50%.
Yes, correct.
So we have a 6,900 square foot lot. That's allowed 3,450 square feet of lot coverage. Am I correct?
In theory, yes, that would be correct.
Thank you.
Any other questions? So in your comments, Sean, you stated that the lot is sufficient size to build a normal house with the appropriate setbacks, and also it's not that the lot is too small for that. Is that correct?
Yeah, so that is correct. Now, when I went to do the review of this, that's one of the things that I was checking in on to see. And it is several meters over what is normally required. There are several lots in town that have less frontage than this on a corner lot. I think the biggest thing was the application didn't demonstrate the need for this or why the minor variance was appropriate. So that's how I came to my final recommendation.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sean.
Could I add something to that? Like on a two-story, my side yard is 1.8 meters, so you lose automatically the extra, and therefore, it certainly would change what you would be building on it. Because of that, the zoning requires on a two-story 1.8 versus the single-story 1.2. So the house is pushed over by that amount.
Okay, thanks. Have we any other questions? Are we ready for a motion?
I'll make the motion, Mr. Chair. Motion to deny the application.
Thanks, Robert. Do we have a seconder for that motion? Is that you, Brad?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. We have a motion moved by Robert, second by Brad, that the committee not approve the application for minor variance A9/2021 as submitted by Euro Custom Homes Incorporated affecting property described as Lot 31 of Plan 44 M72 Hutton Street West, Listowel. All in favor? Carried. We have a vote supporting the non-approval from all members of the committee. Declare the public hearing closed. Do we have any other business this evening? Seeing none? Correspondence? None? Okay. I will entertain a motion to adjourn. Moved by Bill, second by Brad. Let the meeting now adjourn at 7:17 PM. Thank you very much, everyone. Yes, Danette. Can't hear you.
Just call the vote, that's all. All in favor.
Oh, yes, yeah. All in favor? Carried. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Okay.
We'll see you next time.
Thank
Everyone.
Take care.
Thanks very much, everybody.